Hello, welcome to this relaxing pedicure session. Today I'll be giving my feet a spa treatment at the salon. To achieve the goal, we'll be using the sea salt. I have listed the benefits. We'll also be using the foot scrub. Of course, the pedicure cream. This is also a manicure cream, but we're doing a pedicure. And then the pumice stone, we'll also be using the foot scraper with the razor blade. We'll also be using a file and the buffer. And of course, the basket-like scraper. And then we have the cuticles remover, the soap, liquid soap, antiseptic, and shea butter for the massage, and of course the pedicure machine. So to begin, we're going to add some water in the pedicure machine and put some of the soap in it. Next, we're going to go in with the sea salt, go in with some antiseptic. Well, before we continue, this is what my feet looked like. Look at my heels, look at all that crack. They've not turned to calluses, so we'll not be using callus remover. And then to continue, we first of all apply the Joda cream all over the sole and let it relax for 10 to 15 minutes. And next, the feet went into the pedicure machine. The water had heated up already. It stayed in there for about 10 minutes. And then I took out the first feet. As you can see, I had some residues from my previous polish. It's a gel polish. So yeah, we're taking out parts of it. My amazing pedicures began with getting rid of the dirt under my nails using the cuticles remover. You can see how she used the other edge of the cuticles underneath the toenails. You can't use that sharp part because you're going to get hurt. And then when she finished off with the filing and buffering, that particular foot went back into the water, and then we had the second foot out. Of course, we repeated the same process neatly, gently, in a very demure manner. Please be gentle while you're filing and buffering your nails. The foot went back into the water, and then the scraping part began. This part is very crucial. This is when you get rid of the cracked heels. This is when you get rid of all the calluses, that is if you have calluses. Note that the razor scraper is quite sharp because of course the razor is still fresh. It hadn't been used before, which is the advised format. Use a fresh blade for every single session. And then you're going to be very gentle. You're going to be very careful so you don't cut the skin. And then when we finished with the first foot, we proceeded with the second foot. We did the same thing with the second foot. It took a while. Of course, if you noticed, I decided to speed up some parts of it, but at least we were able to show all we did. And remember, some parts of the sole are kind of more sensitive than the rest, so you're going to be very careful when you get to those sensitive parts. And when we're finished, we put the foot back into the water and we repeated the process the second time. Remember when I showed you what my soles looked like at the initial stage? Yes, it required for this process to be done twice just to get rid of the entire cracks and flakes on my soles. And please, this is a tip you should note if you're going to do your pedicure. If you're going to scrape, even if it's just once or twice or 3 times. Please do not scrape dry soles. Always ensure to get it moistened. Always use water to moisten your soles before scraping. If you proceed to scrape dry soles, you will just hurt yourself. Of course, we finished with that part, and then we're using the basket-like scraper to smoothen the sole. This part is very important. If you fail to do this, you will end up having kind of like fine lines. You will just have lines all over your heels. So you use this to smoothen. And just as you did with the razor scraper, you're going to be very gentle while doing this. You're going to be mild. You're going to pay attention to the extra sensitive parts like the toenails area, and then that curved part, you're going to be very careful with it so you don't hurt yourself. We finished with one foot. We went to the second one and we repeated the same process. When we finished with that, we went to the next step, which is to smoothen with the pumice stone and the foot scrub. So you're going to take some amount of foot scrub, apply it, and then you're going to get it wet again, moisten it again, and then use your pumice stone to smoothen out. The foot scrub has its function. I've listed it out on the screen. You're going to be seeing it now. It is very crucial that you do this, and you also do it gently and mildly. I had to speed up, but enjoy the process. You can also take it above the heel, smoothing the upper part of your foot. You can do that as well, because sometimes we have our skin peeling off. So you're going to use the foot scrub to smoothen all that out, to get rid of all that. Please do not scrape your skin. You can only use the pumice stone and the foot scrub to smoothen out your skin. That is if you have your skin peeling off. And after that, the next step is to use the file to do the final smoothing. The foot scrub had done its job with the pumice stone, but this is like when you're using your files to file your nails. This does the same function as well. It does the final smoothing. Every line, every crack, every pinch, everything at all, this helps get rid of it. So we finished with one foot, we went to the other and repeated the same process. Enjoy it. And from this point, you can see the difference from when we started. The feet, they are already taking shape. They're already looking brand new. The softness is beginning to appear again. You can see it. Thank you for subscribing. I know you did. This community is amazing. We have fun here. We learn a lot here. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it. And then once we finished off, we rinsed the feet with cool water. Cold water, you can use room temperature, you can use warm water, whichever one makes you comfortable. Just use it. And then you clean off your foot with a clean towel, of course. Take a look at this almost finished work. It's already looking very good. And now it's time to do the massage. We're going to use the original African Shea butter. This will always be my favorite part. This is so relaxing. From watching this alone, I'm sure you will feel relaxed already. So yeah, I've also listed out the function of the shea butter, the benefits, why you should use shea butter. I'm not saying the other massage oils are not good, they're very good, but shea butter is handy, it's organic, so yeah, why not? We're using it. Ensure you also get the joints, massage your joints, massage the middle parts of the foot, massage the toes. Just do this very gently, and you're not just straightening out your bones, you're also getting the shea butter into your skin, because it is a very essential butter. It is very much good for the body. This is very relaxing. I will not even tell a single lie about it. So when next you go for your pedicure session, please ensure they give you a very good foot massage. It is a vital part of the pedicure session. For the massage, it helps with blood flow. It helps you relax. It gets your blood running again. It straightens out stiffened muscles. For this massage session, I have written out the benefits of the foot massage on the screen. You can see it there. And we are done. Let's say 90% done. And this was everything that came out. Crazy, right? I know. Okay, this is the last part. You can skip this if you don't want to, but I opted to get a nail polish. If you notice that you have fungal infection on your feet, please ask your pedicurist to use a nail treatment. Yes, there is something like that, they're going to apply it first before using the nail polish. At this point, she's applying the hardener. The hardener goes first before the main polish. And we decided to speed it up by using the dryer. And then I chose this green color. I love it. Tell me if you love this color in the comment section. Or you can also tell me what your favorite color is. Or if you're going to get your pedicure session, and let me know what color you'll be using. If you've had one lately, let me know the color you used. I'm just looking for a 20. We repeated the same process on the other foot. And we are 100% done. Look at my new feet. I love this. I could feel my feet breathing in fresh air. My brains at this point were literally letting me know that yes, something new had happened. It was fun. It was so relaxing. It was so enjoyable. I enjoyed every process. As you can see, everything about my feet had changed. Everything is brand new. The cracks are gone. Everything looks so fresh and smoothened out because of those careful processes we took. Those procedures, you just have to go through them carefully and gently if you want to enjoy or see this result. And yes, that, my dear friends, is my pedicure session. I hope this adds value. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have any questions, I'll definitely be glad to discuss it with you in the comment section. And until next video, please remember to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Drop a nice comment. I will appreciate it. And please hit the subscribe button just in case you haven't done that till this point. And until next video, be good, be well, namaste. Bye.